Yeah, so this is a Marriott residence here in DC. We're checking in. This is the lobby. The elevators. You got the delegate where they have, it's a cafe for coffee, cake, and some snacks. You got your bar. This is where we ate breakfast. It's a pretty big area. I like the way they have the little nook area so you can eat your breakfast comfortably. See? They got art everywhere. And then we got to see some pups here. People actually live right next door. See the pups? So ATT squad, we got to our Marriott residence, room 1037. I love the doors, beautiful doors. Go do a room tour. Welcome to our suite at Marriott residence. I like the wood doors, right? Okay, right when you walk in, we got a galley kitchen. I like the galley kitchen because it has the nice refrigerator, it has a cooktop, microwave, and your full dishwasher and sink. I like the blue cabinets, right? So pretty.
Silverware.
Yeah, you got all the silverware, the glasses. You got everything. Your ceramic cups for your coffee. I like that. Even glass containers. Look at the glass containers up in the top. That's nice. Orange, blue, and green. All right, let's continue. And then you got your little area to sit down to eat your breakfast or to your work on your laptop. And you got your family room. And what I like about Marriott, I always say in all my Marriott videos, is watching YouTube, because we always love watching YouTube compared to fake news. And I got my playlist of all the hotels we've done. Oh, Florida, Port Canaveral, I love you, with the cruise ships.
Oh, time for a cruise.
Yeah, time for a cruise. And you got the family room, but I definitely suggest Marriott. They definitely need to change this gray. It looks too tiring. But it's nice, right?
It's fine.
It's fine. I know. I just like to point out little things. I want them to know.
There's our view right next
But I
to
love
the
the views.
convention.
The views are nice. Yeah, the views of the convention.
Right next door. Metro station's right next door.
Yeah, you got the metro station right next door, which is awesome. Look at that. They have like a garden.
Yeah.
That's pretty neat. That's probably a courtyard for some part of for this part of the hotel. Let's continue on. You got this big spacious area. Marriott's always huge, right? It's always big spaces. And then the bathroom. The bathroom is humongous. Check out the bathroom. Huge sink. Come in, lovey. You got the huge sink. And then of course the huge shower. Huge shower. Look at this. They always Marriott's always have the big showers. See? Sound like the cruise ships.
Let's see if it works.
No, I don't want to get wet. All right, let's continue. I do like the cabinets. Then of course you got a huge closet.
Different perspective.
Yeah, see? It's big. You can put your suitcases in a dream, and then you walk into your bedroom with huge. This reminds me of when we stayed in the Marriott in Boston. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of like about the same, but they had all the woodwork.
Kind of like a corner room.
Yeah, it's a corner room, a lot of views. George, what are you doing here, George? Of course we bring George. King bed, huge king bed, and another flat screen.
It's King George.
It's King George, yes, King George. Yep. And then you got your another flat screen in here. I love the views,
Yeah.
right? So what are we gonna do? What's today? Today's day 3. We're gonna do the Capitol building,
And then
the Stamp Museum.
Probably run over to Union Station too.
We're gonna do the Capitol building, the Stamp Museum, which I want to do the Stamp Museum, and then probably the History Museum, probably, right?
No,
No?
too far. Probably the Union Station, the train station.
We'll see.
It's right next door.
We'll see. Yesterday we did a lot of stuff. You'll see in that video. We're probably gonna have 4 videos for this trip, for DC trip, and then we'll be coming back July 4th. That's gonna be the smashing 250th celebration. This place is gonna get so busy. Right now it's like the low season. So we've been having the museums with hardly any crowds. And there's our view, and there's the hotel we stayed at, the Hyatt, right down the street.
Yep.
That was the first 2 days, and this is the second 2 days at the Marriott. Right next to our hotel, the Treasury United States Mint. And then here you have the United States Mint coin store. We just bought the page of $2. We got the Trump coin. See it? It's all, I think he said bronze. This is what I want, but they're not selling it yet. I want that set. Welcome to the National Postal Museum. I'm excited to see if they have any 2026 stamps for 4th of July for the 250th birthday. ETT squad, we just got to the gallery. This is the gallery map, National Postal Museum, and she's going to give you a little information.
So on this level, level 2 of the museum, you're going to find all the galleries are related to the stamp collections. And the most historic stamps are at the farthest end, at the far end. And then when you go through the lobby, take the escalators down to level 1, you will find everything related to the history of the Postal Service. The vehicles are there, everything related to delivery, transportation, and inspection of mail. Yes, there's a rail car, there's a plane, there's a stagecoach, there's a truck, all kinds of things down there.
I just love all the architecture.
I know, it's
in
just
here.
beautiful.
It's just beautiful. Just look at the lights.
Most beautiful post office I've ever been in.
Yeah.
And then even what's crazy is you think of 19, was it Titanic 1912?
I don't know, I can't remember.
And then
year.
1912, and this is 1914. So imagine they wore those big dresses with the big hats to go collect their mail. And look at the windows. Love you, come over here.
It's like a bank teller.
Yeah, it's like a bank teller, but this is where they would collect. They would come up. Imagine they're wearing a dress. We'll try to find some clips. They would wear their dresses and their hats, or the tuxedos with the top hats, and they would go here and collect the mail. So interesting, and then walk around. Everything was so elegant. You got 1847, America's first stamps, and look at that. They're dimmed. I like the way they had some Disney. Look at that Dracula, 32 cents. We have a lot of these stamps. Wizard of Oz. There's Toto, 25 cents. I love those collections. ETT squad, I have this collection right here, the Bugs Bunny, 32 cents.
Do you have that too? I thought you did.
I'm not, no, I don't think so. I wish I had those. Like in the Animal Rescue.
Spider Press.
Wow, they were busy printing on the Spider Press, which is right over here, this machine. That's what they were printing. Yeah, and this one got messed up from 9/11. Can you imagine? Start your collection today. So fun collecting stamps.
Can you turn it?
How many can you pick? 6?
I didn't have a thing to do.
Okay.
Background
I
color.
get 1,
Didn't
2.
take too much from us.
I love all this classic stuff. Let's walk inside really quick inside. These are the rails that delivered mail. 1900s, low 1900s. Can you imagine? They're on the track and they would go to all the different buildings. They have workers putting in the mail. USA Mail. Yeah, Rex robberies, the story of the Oni.
Oni's a dog.
Oni's a dog. Oh, the Oni's right. I can see him. Oni's right there. Look, he's cute. Oni, you're a hero. And there's Oni. He's famous for delivering mail. What a sweetheart, Oni. Look all the medals he has. So his name was Oni. Yes, on January 1673, the first post rider used Native American trails between New York and Boston. Follow his path. This looks like the E.T. ride at Universal Studios. I already smell. The smells are here too. I gotta look for E.T. Interesting times, right? Everything's so easy now. The Colonial Post. And there's Benjamin Franklin. From Crown to Revolution. I know, the hard times. Everything they had to do was work. Now you just send an email, send a text, Instagram, any social media. The message goes in quickly. You like this, Lovey? Can you imagine how many times it got robbed? I thought there were robots in there. Wow, you had to be small. Lovey, you would never get in here. This was, I mean, they made it look like it was glamorous, but can you imagine? Can you imagine the dirt streets, the rocky streets, Lovey? Bum, 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 bum. Put it in bum, 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 bum. That's why I like to know. It's good to know the history. Know your American history, European history, whatever country. But I just love American history, especially now we're celebrating the 250th America's birthday. Everything's going to be America from here on to, I don't know, to the ending of the year maybe. Look at, this was during the prairie times, right? Look, she has her baby. This is like Little House on the Prairie. What, does it say the year? Or no? Or the Clint Eastwood movies?
Yeah.
Can you imagine you couldn't get up? This is kind of like the monorail in Disneyland,
Yeah.
right? That you can't get up. Let's see if I can get up. No, and then they had long dresses. So imagine you could have definitely fell. We made it to the Union Station. It's so safe and clean out here. It's so pretty. Thank you for your service. You guys are doing an awesome job. Awesome National Guard doing their job to keep DC safe. The doors are elegant. Wow. So pretty. Everything's so elegant. Stuff from the 1800s, early 1900s. Look at the clock. Love exploring. We're gonna go from the Union Station now to the Capitol building, right?
Yeah.
Let's go. So beautiful out here. So now we're gonna go to the Capitol building. So many parks around here. Oh, this is so beautiful. Look at this. Look at the street. Yes, we're doing a tour at the Capitol building at 2 o'clock. I'm just admiring all the trees. Everything's so dark green. Spring has sprung here.